Can I approach him?
Yes.
And I know the prosecutor, I did confer with the prosecutor, Mr. Smith missed a court date and he was remanded without bond. I conferred with the prosecutor, the original bond was 2,000. He said he would agree to 4. I don't know how the court feels about that.
All right, where's Mr. Smith?
Right there.
All right, Mr. Smith, you come down. Can I see the file on Mr. Smith? Oh, y'all have put it up here. Thank you.
It's a state jail felony, Judge. I believe it's from like the offense date of 2022. He was indicted, maybe it's 2023. He was in, no, I think it was 2022. And then
Just one second. Court is calling 2024 CR 1894 State versus Charles Smith. Can I have parties announced for the record? State.
Andrew Harris, Edelman.
Defense.
Scott Simpson for Mr. Smith.
And are you Mr. Smith?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. We're here because you have this case set. So before I take up your motion to set bond, let's talk about this case. State, have you tendered the discovery? And defense, do you have all discovery? Do you know if you have the
I
discovery?
haven't looked at that yet, Judge. I was just trying to get a bond. We just,
All right. All right. Ms. Ferguson, can I have a 30-day reset for discovery on Mr. Smith? No, we'll keep it as April 10th as discovery. And then now let's focus on the motion to set bond. State, the defense has filed a motion to set bond. My understanding that you all have previously conferred and agreed. Well, you're requesting a bond of 4,000?
is that correct?
If the court will set a bond, our agreement is 4,000.
4,000. Both parties have agreed to $4,000.
That's fine with us.
All right, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Charles Garrett Smith.
All right, so do you understand why you do not have a bond currently?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
And why is that?
I missed the original court date.
All right, and so why did you miss the court date?
The stuff was sent to the wrong address that none of my family lives at.
All right,
His
so
dad knows
here's,
that.
yeah, so here's the thing. You need to make sure that your appropriate address is on file. You
Yes,
understand?
ma'am. Absolutely.
Now, here's my other question. How long have you been in custody? Approximately.
Since last Monday.
All right. Have you ever had any type of mental health diagnosis in the past?
No, ma'am.
All right. Have you ever taken any type of medication for mental health issues? In the past, have you ever used any type of drugs? Marijuana, alcohol, cocaine, anything other than marijuana?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. And what type of drugs other than marijuana?
Methamphetamines.
All right. And when's the last time?
July 28th of 2022.
Okay. All right. Any other questions? All right. This is what the court is going to do. The court is going to follow your agreement, set your bond at $4,000. I'm going to order 90 sober support meetings in 90 days. And the reason why I'm ordering that is because of the prior drug use. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And there's going to be regular UAs, and I'm going to ask that the fees be waived.
And so what are sober support meetings, Judge?
Oh, it's the
Do they
NA
tell-
meetings.
Okay.
Yes, they call them now sober support
I
meetings.
got it. I know
Okay,
what you're talking about.
all right. And Ms. Ferguson, he already has a court date for April 10th. If you can give him the reset form. All right, is there anything else, counsel?
Nothing else, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. We'll get, sign this and give a copy of this.
Ms. Studemire? Hello,
Good morning, Judge.
good morning. I see you got your license.
I did.
Oh,
Okay.
congratulations.
That is your copy. Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
And I see the expiration date is not till November 2027. That's a good thing.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So how's everything else going?
Everything else is going, okay. I'm gonna actually, go over to the state attorney's office because I received another bounced paycheck, but I
Mhm.
didn't act.
All right.
So I'm going this morning to take care of that because, again, as you know, Legend's birthday was yesterday. She turned a year,
Mhm.
but we couldn't do anything because of
Yeah.
that check.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take care of that this morning. But other than that, everything is fine. I'm working with NASB.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I just got contracted with NASB, so I signed all that and I want to come share with you.
Oh, thank you so much for letting me know. And you know what I can tell you?
Yes, ma'am.
We sometimes put a lot of feelings and hopes and, a lot of things on ourselves for children's birthdays. And guess what? With a 1-year-old, if you celebrate,
That's one in heaven.
yeah.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
here's the thing. She knows where your heart is, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you ended up celebrating her birthday
Mhm.
5 days later or 10 days later, she knows where your heart is.
Yes, ma'am.
So just remember that. Okay.
Oh,
All
thank
right.
you so much. No, that's for you. I left that for you. That's your copy.
Okay, I'm gonna include it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Judge Boyd, and thank you as well.
Oh, you're welcome. And again, if you ever need anything, you can always come back. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good one, okay?
too. Thank
And if
you
you
as
need
well.
anything, let us know.
I will.
2024, are you ready to proceed?
Sure.
Court is calling 2024 CR 0663 State versus Juan Flores. Could I have parties announced? State,
Ashley Jones,
defense?
Shasta.
And are you Mr. Flores?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Juan Flores who was placed on community supervision in 2024 CR 0663 for the offense of continuous violence against the family on March 26, 2024 for 5 years?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Yes, the state is gonna proceed on violation condition number 4. On or about the 27th day of March 2024 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant Juan Flores did then and there fail to attend orientation at the Bexar County Community Supervision and Corrections Department in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you to 5 years in the prison? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is not, Your Honor. The state would recommend that the court sentence the defendant to 4 years in the Texas Department of Corrections. It appears he had no intention of complying with this probation since once he was released from jail, he absconded. And I believe defense will argue proceeding.
All right, defense, what are you requesting?
Judge, probation has an alternative recommendation. They're recommending that he submit to the TAP while he's in custody, and just follow recommendations in the, not the alternative, but assuming that he gets out, it would be intensive supervision. We would ask the court to consider that option. In speaking with my client, obviously I didn't represent him at the onset, Judge, but he has indicated that at that time, once he was placed on probation, I think the court had actually, and I don't know if there's notes, Judge, this is what he's telling me, that at that time, the court had given permission. I believe he was bonded out because his dad was very sick, but he was on monitor. And at that time, he asked permission to go to the Rosary once his dad passed. This is obviously he lived with his father. So once he was bonded out, that was the home he went back to. It was a very different setting. He says he fell into a very deep depression. I understand that various family members were reached out to, sort of indicating the same. He was at this home. He understands that obviously his hands aren't clean on this, Judge. He's just asking for another opportunity. I did indicate that he would have to submit to some of those initial things probably while he was in custody. I've asked the background of those. He's just asking for help from the court, Judge.
All right, so I still don't understand why you didn't report. You want to raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Judge Flores,
Why didn't you report? I mean, that's the least you can do.
basically the passing of my father I kind of got lost. I was basically lost the whole time. I had nobody to talk to or ask for guidance or nothing.
So,
I basically went back to a house, to an empty house.
so how did you end up coming into custody? Did you turn yourself in?
I kind of did and didn't. I was
Well, I mean, it's either yes or no.
No.
So how did you become in custody?
I was at I was at an area, but I was just supposed to be smoking cigarettes, and I was smoking cigarettes.
Mhm. All right, is there anything else?
The only thing, Judge, is that I would say, I believe he's been in at least 30 days, so I would ask the court to consider that as a sanction.
And from the state, Your Honor, the state would offer the court summary pending any objection from defense counsel. Defense counsel did bring up that probation had been trying to reach out to several family members, and it's the state's impression that some of that information that defense counsel gave may be incorrect.
All right, any objections to the court reviewing this court summary?
No.
All right, let me find it. Oh, it should be on here. It's sent to me by email, but I just don't look at it until both parties agree. Let me see. All right, is there anything else? All right, the court is going to find violation of condition number 4 true. The court is going to grant the motion. The court is going to sentence you to 4 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with Kimberly Destiny Ortiz. And I'll recommend the therapeutic community. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because I'm sorry. It's a long day. All right. So you reviewed the trial court certification?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You have a limited right to appeal. And that right to appeal is as it relates in the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you were on probation. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a felony conviction and an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good luck to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Dino Acosta.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Are you able to?
Yeah.
All right. So, Mr. Acosta.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. My understanding is that you have had problems paying the amount, but you have the amount to pay. Is that correct?
It's not.
Yes,
the
ma'am. Correct.
All right. So the people you should be paying it to, it's not going to be paid to probation because you're not on probation. And probation has informed me that it's best that you do a check and the check is made out to the complainant. That will be easier because if you send it through probation, it's going to get lost.
Okay, yes, I actually did try, Your Honor, reaching out to the cashier's department at the probation office, but they told me that nothing was on file. Then I tried reaching out to your office, Your Honor, and I was explaining all the same, pretty much, just wait for the court date and kind of take it from there. But at the moment, I do have, I'm not sure if you received the letter that we sent in via PDF.
Yes.
I do have 5,000 out of those 8,000 that were requested by the court. Just because of my late start with my new position and me being out of the country and everything else just played a big factor in that. But I do have a majority of the amount, not the full amount requested by the court. I'm not sure if maybe that would be an issue or not, but I do have that available.
All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reset you. And that way
Okay.
you'll have a chance to get that amount to your attorney. But of course, it's supposed to be half the amount. So it'll have to be the 8,000. And
Yes,
so if I give you close to 30 days, is that enough time for you?
I'm supposed to be back in the country on the 6th of this month, which is next Monday. Well, Sunday, technically. And I'll be in the States for about a week and come back out until the beginning of June, which would be June 4th is when I'm supposed to be back home for a limited amount of times. I think it's like 3 weeks that I'll be home for. And I will have that amount. I'm not sure if that's something the court can possibly do for me.
No, I mean, so you're saying you'll have it the week of April 7th?
Oh, well, no, that's when I'll be home because I know trying to make the payment has been a problem for me just because of my service here with my internet and everything else.
And please got to have the whole amount before we can get the offer that was
Yes.
given to us.
Well, no, it says 8,000.
Right.
So it'll have to be the 8,000. So my question is, when will you have the 8,000?
I can have that, I want to say by the end of this month, the beginning of May, ma'am.
We need him here too to do it. So.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's why I'm trying to coordinate with the court, because I know I will be back in June where I can make my appearance in court, of course. I'm not sure if that's something.
What
that's
day in
feasible.
June?
June 4th.
All right. Then I tell you what, how long are you gonna be here in June? So you say you'll be back June 4th. Will you be here the week of June 9th?
Yes, ma'am. I'll be there for 3 weeks total.
All right, so what's a good date for you?
June 9th's fine.
All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna recall this for June 9th. And just bring a cashier's check or something with you and have the complainant's name on it.
Okay, yes, ma'am, definitely will. If I can make the payment prior to that date, maybe by the time that I go home for the end of this month or whatever it is, then I'll go ahead and take it in personally myself, and just kind of have everything ready for June.
All right, and make sure you contact your attorney because I would hate for the check to get lost in
Yes, ma'am.
translation or sent somewhere it shouldn't have gone.
Yes, ma'am, we will definitely do that for sure.
All right, thank you.
All right, and so we'll see you on June 9th in the 187th at 9 a.m.
Okay.
And we'll go from there.
Okay, sounds great. Thank you, Your Honor. You have a great day.
All right, you too. Stay safe out there.
I sure will. Trying to.
All right, bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Brennan Short? Yes. Good morning.
Judge, I'm back on the setting today on Mr. Short. He remains in the Bureau of Prisons. I got a phone call from the Bureau of Prisons this morning to indicate to me that they haven't received any paperwork. So I know you signed a couple of writs.
Mhm.
I think the missing link here, Judge, is it has to go through the sheriff's department and there's a disconnect on that knowledge or
Just 1 second. Let me see something. All right, when you say he's at the prison, do you mean state prison or federal prison?
federal prison, Judge. You'll recall he's in, I know you got a million cases, but he's in federal. This is, I think, our 4th or 5th time of attempting to get him here.
Mm-hmm. All right, we're gonna figure this out today.
I think the problem is that you signed the paperwork, but the paperwork needs to go to the sheriff's department to pick him up. So
No, I mean, it's
it's more than that, you think?
yes.
I shared with Mr. Garrahan a letter that my client sent me of the letter that was sent by the Bureau of Prisons to Mr. Gonzalez's office with step-by-step instructions.
Well, just 1 second. He's in federal custody.
Wait for a call from that court judge. That's that piece of paper. I'm sorry, I jumped the gun.
No, go
I'm
ahead.
assuming this is Brendan Short.
Yes, it's Brendan Short.
That's that paperwork that you signed, I want to say a week and a half or at least early last week or the week before.
Mm-hmm.
And the clerk signed off and signed off on it, and then Rose, our advocate, took it back to the clerk that's in charge of sending it off.
Okay,
So
so has it been done?
that's what I confirmed.
I told the judge, I had a call from the Bureau of Prisons this morning at 8:15. They have no paperwork.
If I can call Rose real quick, she
Sure.
told me I missed a call, but I asked her to call Andy again.
All right, thank you.
The other day when she.
Bradley Galan.
Yes, Judge. So, I can grab a DA. Andrew or Jason.
Oh, well, Jason's on the phone taking care of things.
And this is just, we're still waiting for a decision by the CCA. I checked this morning.
I will tell you what, it is rare. And maybe I'm wrong, but I think I've done statistical on this. It is rare that you can find a man who multitasks very well, right? So Jason's on the phone seeing about the federal case. Then he's conferring with you. Then he's conferring on a case being transferred. It's like, hey, I'm impressed.
Thank you. That's a compliment. I want that on
I'm
the record.
impressed. I've seen you multitask too, so I'm gonna have to let my mom know.
Like a woman too.
All right, so when are we expecting them to?
I have no idea, Judge. You know, I would say that the Fifth Circuit did rule that this was a general warrant and that, you know, their opinion should be binding over Texas, but I don't know when the CCA is coming down.
Well,
There was
everybody
a-
has opinions.
In March, I think 19th, sometime in mid-March, I did see there was a filing for additional authorities or something, so I'm not sure exactly.
All right,
what.
Mr. Bradley, you need to show your video.
And I hesitate to reach out to him. The last time I did it.
Yes,
interfered
ma'am, I'm
with-
trying.
Okay.
All right.
Is it on? I'm
No, it's
sure.
not.
As you can-
So this will be the last setting to see what they're gonna do. Then I'm just gonna go forward and then we'll see what happens. Either I'm gonna be correct in my ruling or I'm gonna be wrong in my ruling. It's not gonna hurt my feelings. But we've been waiting for a decision from them since June of 2024.
I believe we did have a hearing in August.
Yeah.
Or September, but
What, before the June date? But no, I mean, we've been waiting for June for them to have a decision. on
correct, yes.
This
Since
GO
they've heard-
fix it.
Since they've, I believe, submitted.
So I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. June 24th. How long have we been waiting?
That is my 50th birthday.
Oh, 50, I'm telling you right now, once you pass 29, does anybody really celebrate anymore?
But I'm hoping not to be.
I celebrate the entire month, but does anybody really do that? I don't know.
I
So-
used to, I don't have kids.
But you know what? When your children become adults, they're gonna start celebrating you.
I'll be an old man when that happens. If I'm not already.
All right, so June 4th, right? When is your birthday?
The day you've given, the 24th.
No, I mean, June 4th, is that your birthday?
No, you said June 4th? Yeah, I'm available June 4th.
All right, no, I was just gonna do it on a day to give them a year.
Okay,
So June 6th, if we recall this for the week of June 9th, that will be more than a year.
yes, Judge.
So is the week of June 9th good for you?
It should, yes, Judge.
All right, so we're gonna recall this on June 10th. All right, and Mr. Bradley?
Yes,
June-
ma'am.
After this date, if they don't have a decision, then your next date is gonna be a jury trial date.
Yes, ma'am.
Mhm. Anything else?
Nothing for the state, nothing for the defense, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Judge, sorry,
Yes,
whenever you're ready.
okay, I'm ready.
Okay, I got a little bit of a story, but I do have the clerk, one of the clerks that's in charge of requesting it, to give a rendition of what happened if you like, but I could give that possibility where my understanding is, that this was sent off, but the 4 officers that do the transport were on a long haul drive to get a different prisoner. They didn't get back in time, so the other clerk canceled this one since it was not, it was supposed to be coming up without telling us. And then she said that they need 10 days from today. I'm gonna confirm that. I mean, I have Andy,
Okay, who's the other clerk who canceled things?
I believe, don't quote me, but I believe it's Ruby. I don't know if that's
Wait, the
correct.
clerk here in Bear County?
Oh, yeah, I think it's, I gotta make sure about all that. That's something I just threw out there because I think that's the name. I think that's,
No, I mean, a clerk in Bear County canceled it.
I don't know which clerk. And
No, 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 I
yes,
mean,
it would be Bear County, yeah.
All right, tell the Bear County clerk to stop canceling things when the court had ordered things.
I know, Judge, and the thing is that we signed off all the paperwork and that's when I thought it was, but then.
Tell that clerk, maybe I'll have them transfer somebody a la Con Air.
This is not that clerk, but this is Andy Gutierrez.
Okay,
Hey.
hi.
She works for the DA's office and I think she can give a better rendition of what happened, of what I just gave to you.
It is a multiple wrench being thrown at me and I'm kind of over it just as much as you are. We had this paperwork signed, I believe it was 2 Fridays ago.
Mhm.
I had sent it down with you guys, had you all.
Everyone, please whisper.
We got it notarized. We did everything on like the DA's and the district court's end. Then we have to have the officers who are gonna pick up, they have to go and do signatures themselves for the paperwork, and then all of that goes to the BOP. So the officers that were going to go, I guess, got sent on like a long distance trip or something. It was kind of a weird situation. And so by the time we needed to get their signatures, Ruby, who is our extraditions coordinator, she went ahead and made the call to cancel the pickup just because she didn't know when they would be back in town to give signatures. She is ready to do the reset in regards to, I think she said a 10-day minimum to set it out.
All right, tell Ruby for me
Okay.
that when the court orders something and signs something, don't cancel.
Okay.
Otherwise, a la Con Air, she can go on a trip and go pick them up. Because we have reset this and reset this and reset this. And then people are resetting things without the court's permission or canceling things.
Mhm.
And now he's here. We're thinking everything is going to be set and it is not. So tell Ruby, next time she wants to cancel something, she needs to come down to court and ask me
Okay.
if it can be canceled.
Okay.
And if it's canceled again without asking me, then she's going to come down here to court and explain to me why things are being canceled without the court's permission. Because when I want somebody here, I want somebody here because it's wasting his time. It's wasting the state's time. Not really wasting my time in the sense that I'm supposed to be here anyway, but we're killing trees because we
Yes.
keep resetting this.
Yeah.
So when is he going to be here?
If we could get him possibly on the 16th, I believe is the 10 business day minimum that she gave me. If we can get it faster, I can see if I can work with her. But paperwork is all ready to go. It would be a change of date. It's just signatures at that point.
All right. I want him here on the 17th.
17th. All righty, we can do that.
All right. Miss-
Judge, may
sorry
she
about
be
that.
excused?
Yes, you may be excused.
Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. Judge, she's been so helpful.
Oh,
She's
no, it's
been-
not
okay,
her.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think maybe Ruby canceled the pickup rather than your order. So I just want to make that clear. It wasn't the order that was canceled. I think that she is in charge of ordering people to go pick up. So I think that's what I heard from Andy right now, but I can confirm that if you like later.
No,
but-
no.
Yeah.
So we're all agreed, April 17th.
Very good, Judge.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
What's this thing to talk about, DDRF or something, or dual?
Oh, that's an inpatient treatment for people who have mental health issues,
And what's it called, DD what?
DDRF. If you talk to Bashan, she'll let you know what the wait time is to
That's why I was
be
looking.
transferred
But
there.
Is that right? See, I'm a big fan. I think the county does a better job than the state.
Mhm.
Is that a county run thing or?
Yes,
It is?
yeah, and it's run through probation. Oh, just give me 1 second. Let me put this in the system real quick.
You know that case we talked about yesterday afternoon where the individual is being seen at Veterans Treatment Court this morning?
Mhm.
You said he could come back at 1:30.
Yes.
Council's here.
They may have tried to contact me yesterday, Judge, but I've been under the weather, so I
Okay.
was in the office.
All right, just give me a second.
Okay.
Let me put this in the system. All right, what case is this?
Alexander Rangel.
All right, is it on the docket today?
Yes, Judge.
All right, can you have them pull the file?
I guess council just wanted to know maybe if he could possibly appear via Zoom. I don't know that Veteran Treatment Court will have an answer today on it
Okay,
because of the evaluation this morning.
yes, he can appear by Zoom.
Would that be at 10 o'clock or 1:30, Judge?
Oh, if you can get him in by Zoom now or 1:30, 1:30?
Because he's in the evaluation as
Okay.
in.
So is
Yes.
the excuse this morning from here?
Yes.
Okay.
so that he can get that done. Yes. This is 1:30. And counsel, he'll need to be here exactly at 1:30 because we have a jury trial that's starting up.
Okay, so the Veterans Court is here, or
No, no,
it's gonna be
no,
on
uh,
Zoom.
No, your client can appear by Zoom and Veterans Court can appear by Zoom because we're just trying to get an update from them.
Okay, thank you.
Who's here on Fernando Jimenez?
Me.
All right, come down.
Come on, Mr. Jimenez.
Hello, Mr. Jimenez. How are you doing this morning?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so where are we on discovery on each of these cases? And I know one is criminal trial division, one is family violence.
So, I'm here to ask the court for a reset because on the 701 case,
Mhm.
we believe that we're gonna have an affidavit of non-prosecution to
Okay.
present. And, excuse me, Judge, and then on the, two CTD cases, based on the information that Mr. Jimenez has given me, I need to double check on the body cam and the co-ban.
All right, and are all of the cases indicted?
Yeah.
All right. So do you have the body cam already uploaded?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So, and were you able to tender an offer?
Offer's been tendered, yes, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a 30-day reset for plea deadline date on Jimenez. All right, we'll be back on May 8th at that
Judge,
time.
actually, I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be in CLE on May 8th.
You don't need any more education. You're
It's
fabulous.
about telephones and the warrants and stuff. It's
Oh,
supposed to be
yeah.
Fantastic.
All right. And how long is your CLE? Is
It's
it
just
that?
it's just that one day, but we're leaving it's in Dallas, so we're leaving Wednesday, gonna be there Thursday, coming back Friday. So you want to do it like,
We can do it the-
7/6? May
Uh,
6th?
Sure.
May 6th is fine.
Yes. All right.
Okay. Yes.
All right, so we'll bring you back on May 6th.
All right,
And on
thank
that date, you need to let the court know if you've reached an agreement. If not, your next setting date will be a jury trial date.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. you- Jamar Clark,
That's me. Good morning.
good morning. Where's Mr. Clark?
He's right here.
Come up, sir.
Here he comes. I'm got a jury in the hallway up in the 290th or
Okay.
down the hall. Not the
Oh,
hallway.
what are you trying?
UUMV, but he's got an ice hold and so we're doing what we can.
All right, and does
Mr.
your,
Clark's on bond,
yes, does he want a jury trial or a bench trial?
jury.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a jury trial date, criminal trial division. It's 3 days, and that includes jury selection.
Right.
And so you need to make sure you're on time next time, all right?
But they sent me back downstairs because I had a pick.
Can't bring picks in.
I didn't know.
Yeah. Perfect.
All right, there's no date sooner than August 5th.
July's kind of tricky for me, Judge.
All right. Can we look into May or June? Or April? All right, May 6th, jury trial date.
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
All right, once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Thank you.
Okay. Jesus Prado. Good morning. All right, so we can't try this case today because we're currently in a jury trial. So if you all will confer with Ms. Ferguson on a jury trial date.
We did.
Oh, again, multitasking. Look at you both. I'm so proud.
And Judge, Curtis and I talked about it. I mean, the next pretty much good available date that we could definitely try it would be November 12th. That's also when an Espinoza is set. But I believe that hopefully this one would be the one that could go.
All right, so I'm so sorry. That's the earliest we can have you in jury trial. We're currently in a jury trial now on a capital murder case. If there is an availability that is open up sooner than that, of course, we'll speak with your attorney, or at least the state will speak with your attorney about getting you in sooner, but we are just booked with so many murder cases and capital murder
understand, Your
cases. All
We
right,
discussed the date, Judge. He's fine.
all right. So November 12th?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so that will be your jury trial date. I'll say it again. You're going to be brought over in whatever civilian clothing you have at the jail. If you wish to be attired in something different, you need to do a clothing exchange. Counsel, if there's an issue with the clothing exchange, let the court know. You may want to speak to them because we've been having trouble with ties and, of course, shoestrings and belts. So you may want to talk to them about that and see if there's something that the court needs to do so that he can have a tie if you want him to have a tie.
I appreciate that. We'll have those arranged.
All right. Is there anything else?
Nothing to say.
All right. If you all can make sure that you all have completed an acknowledgement of discovery for the court. And I don't know if these cases are all being tried together or if they're separate offenses, but if you all can confer on that and state if you'll let defense know potentially which case you may be going first on. Okay. All right. Is there anything else? And counsel, if there are any motions that the court needs to hear, you'll need to set that before the jury trial date. Just get with Ms. Ferguson, and I like to try to do those at least maybe a week before, and we can do that on a Friday or Wednesday, whatever you all decide on.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all.
You're welcome. Oh, and see if you all want a bench trial. And let me just tell you about bench trials, sir. If the state proves their case beyond a reasonable doubt, I'm going to find you guilty. If they don't prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt, I'm going to find you not guilty. I've had cases where I've done a bench trial, I found people guilty. I've had cases where I've done a bench trial and I found people not guilty. I'm just going to listen and see if it ticks the boxes to what's in the indictment. If it ticks all the boxes, then that means that you're guilty. If it doesn't tick all the boxes, that means that the court will find you not guilty. So that's something for you all to consider. And if you all want a bench trial, please let us know sooner rather than later, because with a bench trial, that means that I could probably get your case heard sooner. All right, thank you.